Sometimes I get to go back and play games that are fun, campy, even both. Then other times I get to play some that are utter trash. Space Pirates is trash. It's 3-month-old fly-covered garbage in space. Space Pirates comes to us from the good old folks at American Laser Games. Yep, same company that brought us Mad Dog McCree. This game is very similar to Mad Dog, except in space. ALG seems to have found their rut in making full-motion video shooters and stayed in it. You know, sometimes it's good to stay in your lane. Sometimes. Space Pirates was first released in the arcade in 1992. I've never seen this game in the wild, but it appears to have come in the long stand-up cabinet form. I wasn't able to find a short version, but I would not be surprised if they didn't release one. Now, this game was also ported to the PC and 3DO in 1994. So I guess there was some sort of demand for an awful shooter on the home market at that point. Space Pirates was directed by Barry Kirk, who also directed Mad Dog and a few other ALG games. The dialogue was credited to James Pattinson, and I really hope that that's a pseudonym because I can't believe this thing actually had a script. The game stars the king of American laser games, Ben Zeller. More on his role later. The only other actor with any sort of credit to his name is Kevin Wiggins, who has been in actual real movies. The Magnificent Seven, Hell on High Water, Breaking Bad, Terminator Salvation, The Men Who Stare at Goats, and The Lone Ranger. And in this game he plays a colonist soldier, so he doesn't actually probably speak. Space Pirates is a shooter. In space. And in the future. The story begins when you put the disc in. You are taken to the year 3030.
I guess in the future people talk like this.
You gotta save the commander!
Now someone made the active choice to put that audio effect on all of the colonists, or at least most of them, because half the characters don't talk like that and half of them do. Poor choice, just saying. At the beginning, we're given a very long opening title sequence.
Someone's receiving. This is Ursula Sky, commander of Colonial Star 1. We are under attack. Repeat, under attack. My ship has been overrun by the Black Brigade. Captain Talon is in control of the Star Splitter cannon. They're beaming colonists aboard the Black Dragon as hostages till the cannon crystals are found. Situation bleak. Deflector shield destroyed. Can't hold out much longer. Please respond.
Now, this thing carries on, and on, and on, and on. And I'll spare you the boring details. My guess is they included this in the arcade cabinet in order to show off the awesome movie-like work, if you could say it, to try to draw people in, but it really is just brutal. And because it was the early 90s, even the bad guy tells us not to do drugs.
Remember, winners don't do drugs!
And his reward for his anti-drug platform, I get to shoot him in the face. So, you play as a space ranger, I think.
It's a Star Ranger!
Read the Star Ranger! It's a Star Ranger!
Get a Star Ranger!
Your goals are twofold. One, to save Captain Ursula.
You gotta save the commander!
Save the commander! Save Ursula!
And two, to get Talon.
Get Talon!
Get Talon! Get Captain Talon!
When I started playing the game, I was attempting to use the controller. Let's just say it was less than ideal. Now, I had a whole section of this where I was actually playing with the controller recorded, but somehow that file got deleted and I can't stomach playing this game anymore. Let's just say that playing with the crosshairs is awful. The hit detection is pathetic. I actually got to this level at the end of the game where I was shooting the exact same enemies. I was holding the crosshairs right over them, shooting them multiple times, not hitting them once. So when that failed, I had to call in the big guns. Literally, the official American Laser Games 6-shooter. Yeah, there's nothing like cold, hard, molded orange plastic to take out the scum of the universe with. And that's when playtime got real. As you progress through the game, you gotta save the captain, or I guess commander. Then you head off to collect 3 crystals off of some random planets, and then you shoot the crystals in some order, and I'm not entirely sure what they do. I guess power the main weapon? Who knows? Doesn't matter. All I know is you shoot them in a certain order, and then, yay, you get to move on. Then we get to meet a weird array of characters. A lying snake woman, a grim reaper, some mad woman, and a dwarf. For some reason, they're supposed to be my allies, but all their hints are given in rhyme form with that futuristic auto-tony thing over them, which really makes it hard to understand, and oh, the rhymes are awful. Just listen.
Look, Metapots, we have a customer.
For the sand, Mr. Pat? Or could it be?
In search of a crystal.
With only a pistol.
Then he's mad, Metapots.
No, that's me.
Beware the Grim Reaper's staff. Shoot him 5 times before he laughs.
Star Ranger, Felina's beauty is just in disguise. Everything she says is a pack of lies.
Don't shoot what the medicine man brings from the fire, but shoot before lightning strikes.
Mad Madam Pots and Pan, beware of his flute and the palm of her hand.
So you burn through some more enemies, and you end up with this magic space gun thing with the crystals. You hit Talon's ship 3 times, because that's all it takes to knock out a ship. And then you get to fight Captain Talon himself. Captain Talon's the final boss, and he's fairly simple to fight. You have a, quote, robotic tracking target, which lines up and you just shoot him wherever it goes, which it follows the same pattern every time, so it's easy to memorize. The final shot's kind of tricky. It took me several times to get, but when his head turns, you pop him right in the eye. Which gives you then a super weak ending. This last shot took me several attempts. Sadly, during my last playthrough, I figured out that there's a hint dropped in by a kindly Native American in space.
You'll need the Eye of a Hawk to conquer Talon. Take a shot at the...
Normally, I don't address the acting in these because they're full motion video games. You don't expect much. But this one, ugh, the acting's beyond awful. It appears that they literally just grabbed people off the street and dressed them up as colonists to throw them in this game. I think the director was in such a rush to finish this thing that he couldn't even get a slightest bit of excitement out of these people. I mean, check out these reactions.
We're free! Let's go!
We're free! Commander Sky is on the bridge!
To the transporter room!
Poor Ben Seller. I mean, I have no idea what accent this is. Listen to this.
As always, there will be mutants, tricksters. But I'll help you through. First,
It's unidentifiable. Is it Irish, Scottish, English, Eurotrash? Couldn't they have let him just be the prospector bit he did in Mad Dog and just let him do that in space? I mean, this man is a national treasure. What did they do to him? Pirates give as little effort in life as they do in death, and the colonists seem to could even care less about when they're saved. Check it out. I love the thumbs up guy right here. I don't claim to know anything about filmmaking, but this editing is awful. Now these reactions are after they've been shot. It's hit, then die. Hit, then die. So in 1995, when FMV was the beginning of its death knell, I guess the critics didn't hate space pirates as much as I do. GamePro stated, If you like sci-fi action, you should like the environment of Space Pirates. If you can tolerate the misfiring controls, you'll enjoy the non-stop blasting. Space Pirates isn't glorious treasure chest full of fun, but it's worth plundering. Coming Soon magazine said that Space Pirates is a live motion picture action game. And this means exactly what it says, that all scenes were recorded onto video and the playback is fantastic. Right. Next Generation magazine stated, "The game is entertaining enough in a brain-dead sort of way, but we're becoming very fatigued with playing the same game over and over." My thoughts exactly. This game is pretty horrible, even by full motion video standards. And that's coming from somebody who genuinely loves Mad Dog McCree. Everything about this game just feels like it was rushed together and done as cheaply as possible. It seems like they spent about $100 on a day filming the thing. This might be one of the worst games that I have ever played in my entire life. And really, I don't have anything nice to say except, hey, the smoke machines worked. The actors said lines and they were picked up on microphones, so that's something. So there is one nice thing. In this scene, we got a little Easter egg. So if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you will see a cow skull. And then when a certain guy pops up and you shoot him, he's a civilian, you get the epic fight against Mad Dog, replayed.
That's my turn, stranger.
Don't play this game. I'm sad that I wasted multiple hours trying to find the right spot to shoot Talon just to end this thing. Thank you for watching.
To the Ranger!
Ranger! Talon is gone!
Here's to it!